Hello, my name is James from Project Ghost Patterns, and welcome to this mini podcast where I'm going to be sharing with you my updates on Summer Sock Camp 2026, which is hosted by the Crazy Sock Lady here on YouTube and on Instagram. So I'll link down everything that I mentioned in this video will be linked down in the description. I'll have the post about general information on Summer Sock Camp and how to join in the description box down below. And while you're down there, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss my next videos and are the first to see it. So, yeah. I wanted to pop on and say thank you so much for supporting me, and I'm in a position now where I can continue to work on my passions and be excited to challenge myself with new and fun things. So, first off, I want to show you what is my current project for Summer Sock Camp 2026. And these are going to be my first pair of knitted socks. For me personally and for the make-along. So, I am using this. So, I finished the first sock already. I started this on May 26th. I'll have project pages down. I'll have the project page in my project page on my Ravelry link down below. So this is the first sock I made, and I'm using Barocco vintage sock, the color pumpkin, and I reclaimed this yarn by frogging an old an old project that I had. I originally made a bag, but it didn't like how it looked and such, so I just frogged it, and so I'm reusing the yarn to make a beautiful pair of socks. So I really love this bright orange color. And by the way, I'm being intentional about the theme that I'm going for with my the socks that I knit throughout the summer. This event started on May 25th and goes until August 31st. So I am planning to do Arizona camping theme. Inspiration is going to be my memories of Boy Scouts and camping with family and such, going up north and just exploring the forest and desert side of Arizona that I really love. So you're going to be expecting a lot more of this coming up soon, and I'll explain this when I finish my second sock. I'll give you the inspiration behind this pair of socks of why I chose this color specifically. So yeah, all my works you can find online down below, and I'm really excited to finish the second sock, which I have currently working on, and this is how much far I've gotten into it. I just turned the heel and now working the gusset. So I did get distracted with multiple things, new whips and such. So that's why it's taken me this long to finish my first pair of socks. So, but I am making progress, and so I hope to catch up by finishing this tonight and starting a new pair. And I'll have to have some yarn that I'm trying to figure out what to cast on next, since I don't have that many double pointed needles and Chaigu needles. So that's my first sock. The pattern is the Vanilla Socks on Magic Loop by Crazy Sock Lady Designs. The pattern will be down below. Again, the associated project page will be as well. It'll have the information on how many rounds I did for each section of the sock, and updated pictures and daily updated pictures of how the work is going. So now I'm going to show you the yarn that I have picked out next for my next couple of pairs of socks, each sticking with the camping theme. And I really am very limited on my sock yarn that I have. I don't purchase it often, but I thought this year I want to get on the sock knitting game and just try this out throughout the summer. So I pulled out this is Cascade Yarns Heritage. This is what I pulled together. This is the 3 yarns that I have. I have this white color, this highlighter yellow, and Christmas red. And I'm planning on pairing both of these together. All these together for a pair of socks. I'll probably use white for the contrasting cuffs and heel and toe. and I probably will stripe red and the highlighter yellow together. This is like neon orange, no, neon yellow. That's really bright, and I think it would go good with this white, and then this good with this red, and then to kind of make it pop with this white. So I'm looking for a pattern. If you have any pattern recommendations, please drop them down below. This is a fingering weight yarn. It is a blend of 75% wool and 25% nylon. So I'm really excited to see what these will look like. I am looking for a pattern right now, and I love any recommendations for the next couple of yarns I show you that I have. So this is soon to be a pair of socks, shorty socks, because I'm not sure how much yarn I'm gonna have to make these stretch. So probably a pair of shorty socks. And then I am pairing 2 yarns out of my stash. So I found this vintage yarn. This is Coats & Clark Red Heart Nylon Wool Sport Yarn. It's classified as a fingering weight on Ravelry, and it's a 50-50 blend of nylon and wool. So I'm probably using this as a contrasting cuff and heel. And then I also have a partial skein of Barocco vintage sock in the color Douglas Fir. This is also one I purchased from my local yarn shop, and I originally purchased this color specifically to make a sweater. I had like 3 skeins of it, but I decided not to continue the sweater after working on it for a while. So I still have to work through this. But yeah, I would love pattern recommendations for a pair of shorty socks with this. And then finally, what I have on hand at the moment. So this is a shawl that I made, but I'm going to be frogging this and turning it into a pair of socks. This is Delicious Yarns Desert Fiesta in the color Seashells, which is a discontinued color, and it is a local Arizona yarn dyer. So I'll leave a link to their website down below to shop it exclusively at Tempe Yarn and Fiber. So this is a beautiful color. It has this marled black effect to it, and sections of this coral rose pink. And I am pairing it with partial skeins of black as a contrasting cuff and heel. So again, I'll probably see how much I can make this. I'll probably see if I can just do this like in mid-angle sock. So that's that's an idea. And that's basically all the yarn I have planned for future pairs of socks. But if you really want to support me, I am working on my first collaboration with Robin's Nest Fiber Arts. I'll leave a link to her website down below to shop her yarns and such. But I am partnering with an Arizona local dyer, my first collaboration with a hand dyer, and bringing you 3 pairs of socks, each highlighting of a pretty color and reminiscent of the inspiration. I won't spill in much details yet, but those pairs will be coming soon, later in the month probably. So I'm really excited to be working with Robin. She's an amazing dyer, and I love seeing her beautiful yarn on display at my local yarn shop. So yeah, if you are a yarn dyer or anyone who has sock yarn that don't use it, you can reach out to me using the email in my bio or in the description box below. You can also send me a DM on Instagram if you have any yarns that you'd be willing to contribute to summer sock camp for me. I'm trying to crank out as many pairs as I can and highlighting indie hand dyers, because I believe that we all have a part to play in the crafting community, and my voice alone isn't enough. So I want to highlight all the independent creators that are spending their time and their resources into producing beautiful crafting materials into handmade pieces by crafters that will be forever cherished and unique to each maker. So I am excited to be again partnering with Robin for my first collaboration. If you are a hand dyer, indie hand dyer, then reach out to me. Again, email and my Instagram to DM me is in my description box or in my bio on the channel page. And and as well as you can contact me if you have any unused sock yarn. It needs to be at least a wool and nylon blend. I also will take a tweed sock base and a cashmere blend as well. So whatever blend of wool and nylon that you have, you can send it to me. I will give you where to send it in once you reach out to me. So I am excited for that, and if you don't have sock yarns but would love to support this project, especially highlighting all the amazing indie dyers across the U.S. and around the world, then you can check out the Summer Sock Camp Indie Yarn Fund on my Ko-Fi page, which is linked down below, and anything helps to support a growing fund of assets that I can use to reinvest and support small businesses in the area and across the world. I really value highlighting the work of an artist and will not take everything for granted or pass it off as my own work. I really love seeing all the individual creators on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube sharing their story and their journey into the craft industry, and I really want to highlight that. So I think that's it for this first mini episode of the Summer Sock Camp Project Ghost Patterns Edition. So you'll stay tuned for another episode next week at the same time, and I'll let you know what has changed, what I've finished, what I've acquired, and how much our fund has grown, and so on and so forth. I want to mention that our fund has grown to $14.60 already. So, and I'm raising, and my goal is $100. So, any way you can help out by sharing this, even if it's just sharing with your friends and family, commenting down below, it helps the algorithm recognize that this is an important endeavor and a good content for others to watch. So I've done enough talking for now, but I can't wait to see what comes out of this and can't wait to show you what is in store for this summer. So until then, happy knitting and crocheting. Peace.